Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Maryland Zoo and to Penguin Coast. My name is Bob. I'm a volunteer with the Education Department. If you have any questions later, I'm the guy over here in the red jacket over by the canopy. This is our morning penguin feeding. We feed our penguin colony twice each day at 10:30 and at 3:30 in the afternoon. And what the keepers are doing is something that's a lot more significant than it might appear on the surface. So it's important that they not be disturbed while they are doing the feeding, and that's why I'm out here to talk to you. We have about 100 penguins here. And possibly your first question is, where is the ice and snow? Why aren't penguins always supposed to be on ice and snow? Well, not always. If you go into the Penguin Education Center and you look on the wall to my right, you will see a full-color illustration of all 18 species of penguins. Of those 18 species, only about 3 spend all of their time in Antarctica in the ice and snow. Another 2 or 3 species visit Antarctica for part of the year. But a number of the penguin species are temperate zone birds. If you look at the map in the Penguin Education Center, you'll see that Baltimore is about halfway between the North Pole and the equator, and that where this species of penguin, is the African penguins, where they live in the wild, is about halfway between the South Pole and the equator. So they are temperate zone birds. They are used to weather very much like what we have here in Baltimore, both winter and summer. So this is a perfectly good climate for them. I mentioned that the keepers, and by the way, I appreciate the fact that you get the chance to see a couple of our animal care staff at work. If you enjoy yourself here today, maybe you learn something about conservation and about our animals, it's largely due to those good folks in the green shirts. You may not see another keeper the whole time you're here, but I can assure you, those are very well-trained people. They work very hard, and they're very dedicated to their animals. So I think it's a great opportunity for you to get to see what our keepers do on a daily basis. Now, I said that what they are doing is a good deal more significant than it might seem. Anybody can just hand a fish to a bird. That seems easy enough. Well, notice, first of all, there are 2 keepers out there, not one. One is actually handing the fish out. The other one has a clipboard and a pen or a pencil. Why does she have a clipboard? And what is she recording? Well, we are recording how much fish each individual penguin eats at each feeding. We are recording whether the penguin got its salt tablet, whether it got its vitamins. We are recording whether a particular penguin got a medication that our veterinarians had prescribed. All that data is being gathered twice each day, and we share that data with the other facilities that have African penguins and with our partners in Africa. It is extremely important because this species of penguin, this African penguin, is down to less than 1% in population in the wild from what was there 100 years ago. So you're looking at a bird that could very well be gone from Namibia and South Africa within about another 10 or 20 years. So this is a major conservation project that is in front of you. This is the largest managed breeding colony in North America, the second largest in the world. The only bigger one is over at the Amsterdam Zoo, and it's only slightly bigger than here. We have about 100 birds here, and we hatch out about 7 to 12 every year. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Now, I mentioned that we are recording at every feeding exactly how much fish each individual penguin eats, whether a particular penguin got certain medication. All that's being recorded. Well, how can you tell them apart? They all are wearing little tuxedos. So how can you tell one penguin from the other? Well, this is your insider tip of the day. How do you tell the penguins apart? How can the keepers keep track of them? Pick out one penguin to look at. I don't care which one you pick, it doesn't make any difference. We tend to look at them as a group because they are a colony bird. But pick out one penguin to look at. On the bird that you have looked at, notice that it has a band on the wing. If that band is on the right wing, it's a boy. If the band is on the left wing, it's a girl. Now look more closely at the band. You're going to see colors. Maybe you'll see red, green, yellow. Each color corresponds to a numeral, to a number. Red, green, yellow might be 413. It's easier for the keepers to see the colors at a distance than it is to see small numbers. So we can keep track of each bird individually, which again is very important because this is such an endangered species. Penguins also have individual names. There's 100 penguins. The keepers seem to know them by individual names. How they do that, I have absolutely no idea.
Look at them, they're like little puppies.
Oh!
Jeez. Oh my lord.
Hello, we're gonna have a little snack time over around the corner over here for our penguins. Y'all are welcome to watch. Oh! Yeah, today we're feeding them one of our medium-sized fish we give them. It's called coho salmon. I'll be calling out a number, pulling out and she'll be marking it down on our clipboard. We keep track of who eats what every single day. But if you have any questions, you can do that. Splash zone.
No, I thought he was about to jump out at me.
Oh no, he can't get out. 7364.
Are you counting the penguin?
Yeah, so they have their little colored arm tags. Those 8, 5, 6. And so each color corresponds to a number. And that's how we tell them apart.
Oh wow.
We track who's who.
Look at him.
932. And 736.
Oh! That one's something.
That's Seagull's still there. He is just chilling.
Oh, they're feeding.
Little kids started walking funny. Started walking like a field. Strange way of walking for a penguin. Due to this, we started getting a bruises due to the rock. So we took him to our veterinary hospital and they checked him out and decided to work alongside a company that creates prosthetics for animals to make him really good. Which thankfully corrected the way in which he was walking, alleviated the pain he was having, and also infused him a few self-esteem boosts. But the next day, Lucas found himself with a girlfriend.